Good morning and happy Saturday. So it is already, I think, after 10. I've been up for a while, mind you. I was up at 7:15. Me and the pup went outside on the deck to drink my tea, and I was freezing. I had to come back inside. I was in capris and short sleeve shirt. I had to come back inside and get a sweatshirt and slippers because it was only in the 50s. So then Mike got home from work close to 8:30, I guess, and we went and washed the car so that he can get the splash guards put on it because he had to have the wheel wells cleaned to attach the splash guards. So it's after 10 and I'm finally starting breakfast. So some little boy's been scampering around here. Here he is. Are you waiting on your breakfast? Say, where's my breakfast, woman? I need some breakfast. All right, thawing my bacon, eggs. Got to cut up my leftover baked potatoes from. I brought 2 baked potatoes home from my mom's that we never ate. So I'm going to cut those up for home fries and get a sausage out for Mike, and that'll be breakfast. Okay, I thought I'd show you how I make my traditional Bloody Marys. I'm just going to make a single serving instead of a pitcher this morning because I'm the only one that drinks them. Mike doesn't like them. So I start off with a base of the Spicy Hot V8 juice. That, and I've just finished off my bottle, so guess what's going on the grocery list? Oh, hold on. I got to check my chicken. Hold on. Okay. So I know a lot of people use a Bloody Mary mix, which is fine, but I just like to create my own. And you can, honestly, a Bloody Mary, you can put so many different things in it. I'm going to add some celery salt. Some people put stalks of celery in it. I like celery, but I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of celery just to add some to a Bloody Mary. I like Old Bay seafood seasoning in mine. Again, that's not normal. That is going to be a little odd. The weirdest thing is dill pickle juice. To me, I just think the dill pickle makes it. And if I had a spear, instead of a celery stalk, I would put a dill pickle spear down in there then. But I don't make spears right now. A little bit of lemon juice. Some Worcestershire sauce. Some people will add horseradish, but since I start off with a Spicy Hot V8 as opposed to a tomato juice, I don't use the horseradish. And then a good quality vodka. I keep mine frozen, which is why you're seeing the ice on here right now, but you don't want cheap vodka. If you have problems with getting a headache off of vodka, it's because you're using cheap vodka. You can do it cheap on a lot of things. Vodka is not one of them. Oh, you know what I forgot? Garlic. You know what? I'm going to add garlic pepper instead. Alright, garlic pepper. Oh, yummy. Yes. Bit spicy. Just, oh, yummy. Oh, I'm ready for breakfast. Do you have your bacon and eggs? Do you have some bacon and eggs? How's your breakfast? How's your breakfast?
Very good.
How's your breakfast, Pud? Goofball. Alright guys, we're going to bake that cake mix that I bought. However, when I make a boxed cake mix, I always alter the ingredients. And I'm sure you've seen this on the internet. That's where I found it, on how to make a boxed cake mix taste like homemade or from a bakery. So I already have my butter pecan cake mix in my bowl. And all cake mixes call for the same thing: water, oil, and eggs. Well, instead of water, I replaced my water with milk. It called for a cup of water. I'm doing a cup of milk. It called for 3 eggs. I'm going to put 3 eggs in, but I'm also going to add an extra one for a total of 4. And instead of the oil, it called for a 1/2 cup of oil. I'm melting a 1/2 cup of butter in the microwave. So let me get that all melted and I'll be back. Okay, so I replaced my 1/2 cup of oil with a 1/2 cup of butter. Doesn't have to be completely melted. It can just be like super, super soft as well. As long as you can get it to incorporate into the cake mix, that'll be fine. So I'm just going to let this beat. Now the box cake mixes, again, they always say the same thing. Beat on medium speed for 2 minutes. Well, don't be afraid to beat it longer when you're dealing just with cake. It's different when you're dealing with muffins. You don't want to over whip them. But with the cake, if you want it fluffy, you need to get the air in there. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And we're going to let that go for several minutes. In the meantime, I've already taken care of getting my pans ready, so I'm going to make a layer cake. So I have 2 9-inch round pans. And I actually use, instead of doing the whole butter and flour or just plain just plain non-stick spray, I use the PAM for baking that has the flour in it as well. So it's great. Your cakes will not stick. So just waiting for my cake to finish mixing, and then we'll go ahead and pour that evenly in my 2 pans and put that in the oven, and then bake exactly as the box tells you to for the exact number of minutes, depending on the pan that you're using. Hey, I'm back. So I got my bathrooms cleaned and I got my bedroom swept. I still haven't dusted my bedroom. I'm getting there. But now it's time to prep dinner. So tonight I am making a chicken noodle casserole. And the chicken that I'm using is this pile right here. And what that chicken is from is, if you remember the video when I was dog sitting, I made a whole bunch of chicken on the grill at my mom's, and I brought home 2 breasts and 2 thighs. So that's the chicken I'm using. So it has a nice good grill flavor to put in this casserole. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to add some cream of celery soup. And cream of chicken soup. About a cup of sour cream, which is about all I have left in here, so I'm just going to clean this out. Alright. Salt. Some pepper. Get this mixed up a little bit. This is one of those easy one-dish meals. Now I am going to cook some broccoli on the side. I have some fresh broccoli, so I'm going to make that as a side dish, or we could just throw it right on top of the casserole when we eat it. You could probably also add peas to this while it's cooking if you wanted to. I could probably add the broccoli as well, but I'm going to keep it separate. Alright. Now to that, we are going to add our chicken. I don't know if I'm going to need all of that chicken. Probably not. Oh, I didn't get that chopped up very well, did I? Maybe I'll let all of that chicken out for the puppy for dinner. Alright, and now I need to wait for my water to boil and cook my noodles. So I boiled a 1 pound bag of noodles. I'm just going to add those right to the top. Oh, look, I'm throwing noodles on the floor because God knows I can't cook without messing. Just comes with the territory. So take some time and just totally incorporate all of this together. Those hot noodles will help that soup and sour cream mix to blend a little bit. So I'm going to turn this off so I don't bore you. Okay, so what I have in here is some cornflake cereal that I've crushed up. To that, I'm going to add a half a stick of butter that I melted. Oops, that's on my puppy. Should be done with that. So I'm going to wet your cornflakes. You can buy cornflake crumbs in a box too. But I had this cereal in there that, again, I don't eat it as cereal. I've had boxes of cornflakes to make other stuff, and I had like a quarter of the box left. I thought, I'm just going to use it up. And then we're just going to sprinkle that all over the top. Dump that on, and I'll spread it out. And since everything in here is already cooked, you're going to put it in the oven at about 325, and you're just heating it through. So you don't have to worry about, letting it in there for an hour. It should be done in like, 20 minutes. And that's it. In the oven it's going. So we've decided to head to the movies tonight. Mike's in getting a shower, and I'm just enjoying some nice, cool weather. I shouldn't say cool. It's still warm out, which is why I'm enjoying it, because it's cold and freezing. So yeah, just going to sit outside and wait for him to get ready, and then we're going to see War Dogs. Haven't heard anybody that's been to it. No reviews on it, don't know how good it is. It looked good in the previews, and the theater looks pretty empty when you look at the seating chart, so yeah, that's where we're headed tonight.